It looks like we are live. I'm just gonna push a button to say that we're live on Instagram as well. Not on Instagram, but just tell the people on Instagram that we're live. We are here to talk about all the Halloween events that are going on in Southern California. So today I spent some time doing some research for you guys because this came up in the chat during last week's live. People wanted to know about the different Halloween events that were going on, information about those Halloween events, costs, things like that. And I really just didn't have that information for you last week, but I come very, very prepared this time. And I'm going to tell you which Halloween events we're going to, which Halloween events we'd like to go to in the future. And it looks like Jaden, or Jaden's dad, has more research for me, which is great. Appreciate that very much as well. And Dragonblood has some news that he wanted to share that he found out about Disneyland as well. So, yeah, let's go ahead and wait on whatever announcement till we get some more people coming in, because that would just be helpful, so that everyone is here. Of course, when we first get started with the live stream, it takes a little while for folks to trickle in, but I see a couple more popping on. Hello, feel free to drop a comment, let us know you're here and you're watching. Yeah, give us a thumbs up button, all that sort of thing. And we will get started talking about Halloween events in just a few moments. Now, you probably can't see because she just went down, got a little lower off the screen, but Amy's got one of our kitties here with us today. If you recall, a couple of months ago, we had a different kitty. She was a white kitty, and then we told you all that that kitty had passed away because she got very, very sick. Well, now this is the kitty that replaced her, and she's very, very vocal kitty. She's about 5 months old, 6 months old, and yeah, she's being very feisty at the moment. So I did have 5, and now it says we're down to 3. But let's just go ahead and get started. We're talking about the Halloween events, and people will join. It inevitably happens. People will come and go as we're going on. Oh, yes. Hey, Anthony. Good to see you. Icebreaker question for today. Thought this would be a good one. We noticed on Instagram lots and lots of people talking about National Roller Coaster Day. So tell us in the comments what your favorite roller coaster is.
It doesn't have to be a Disney one. Preferably. I guess pick a Disney one that's your favorite if you've been there, and then also maybe mention another one as well.
Yeah, it could be anything. You could say Electric Eel or Manta if you want to. I don't mind. I haven't even really thought about this. I know it totally breaks your Disney comment, but I think Sky Rush at Hershey Park is one of my favorites. I just love how quickly it launches you straight up. It's pretty intense. Hey, William, good to see you. We were just asking people to name their favorite roller coaster. Looks like Alex said the Matterhorn is his favorite.
Okay, Alex, left or right side? You have a preference for Matterhorn because they're both different, or if you've ridden both sides.
I personally don't even notice the difference.
I'm trying to think. Well, one of them's faster and more drops because it's the inside track is steeper than the outside.
And Journey to Atlantis he mentions as well. Anthony said that Manta is his favorite ride. I just took James on Manta for the very first time. If you did not see our latest SeaWorld video, it was kind of masked. It was the Craft Beer Festival video, so you might have looked at that and gone, oh, I don't really care about the Craft Beer Festival, so I'm not going to watch this video. If you did, you missed a couple of things like riding Manta, James riding it for the first time, and us discovering that Shark Encounter was just way too busy. But anyway, looks like Anthony says Space Mountain. I'm assuming that's what you're referring to. Yeah, at Disneyland. Oh, yes. Definitely. Space Mountain at Disneyland is so much better. Let's see here. I forgot I can put the comments up on the screen. The only roller coaster that I've been on that we've been on is the Dragon Coaster. Never been to Universal, Disney, or SeaWorld. You guys totally need to remedy that on an upcoming trip for sure. Let's see here. Arcade Jackpot Master says it's hard between Manta and Space Mountain. Have you guys seen the all new Behind the Attraction show on Disney Plus? We just watched Space Mountains yesterday, and they talk about the making of Space Mountain, how they designed it, how they came up with the idea, what it almost was, what it was changed to, all that sort of thing. Super, super fun show. Definitely think you should check that out. William says that Manta is one of his favorites as well. It is really fun. I mean, it doesn't have any upside downs, and I kind of am partial to upside downs, but it is loads of fun for sure.
The Christmas version too.
Yeah, WK DJ says that he likes Electric Eel and Manta equally, and see, I like Electric Eel better than Manta, but again, I like the ups and downs. I also love the going backwards part, and it adds a level of thrill, and then that moment where you're completely upside down, just hanging there because it's barely moving. I love it, and so definitely. Arcade Jackpot Matcher says he was at Disneyland today. Awesome. Did you have a fun time? Hope you did. Which park did you go to? Was it Disneyland or Disney California Adventure? I'm going to assume Disneyland Park since you're saying Disneyland. But just asking, seeing how that went.
Yeah, I heard that Rise was broken a lot today. I saw that on Instagram.
This right here?
Yeah.
He says that it was good, it wasn't that busy, but sadly didn't get to go on Rise of the Resistance as it was broken. I did see somebody asking, if it's broken now, does that mean that I should get rid of my boarding group? And the answer is no. Generally speaking, it'll open back up again, and you can ride it later, which is what happened to us with Web Slingers last Wednesday when we went to DCA. We went over there, it was broken, we had to leave and come back later. But doesn't sound like you were lucky today with it being broken 90% of the day. Jaden says SeaWorld is coming October 29th.
Right.
So did you guys get permission to enter the U.S. from Canada then? I know that you weren't sure how that was going to go, or is this still all tentative at the moment, making it out to SeaWorld October 29th? But let's see here, some more comments.
Not yet.
What's that?
He said not yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not yet.
Well, hopefully.
You mentioned that you have a nice wooden coaster there locally. It was built in 1958. What's the name of it? Amy is a bit of a coaster fan.
I don't know any outside of the U.S. really, though.
You've watched some where they're like in Japan and Abu Dhabi and those sorts of places.
I don't think I know of any in Canada.
Yeah. Well.
Sorry. No offense to Canada. We love Canada. But.
Maybe I don't know. I just thought I'd ask. But if you let us know what it's called, that would be great. Anyone else excited for Emperor? Yes, absolutely. Whenever it comes. I don't know when we're going to get it. I was admiring it from the parking lot on, what day did we go? Saturday. Because we parked all the way over by Emperor.
Crazy.
The parking lot was slammed at SeaWorld on Saturday. Very, very busy. Hi, R Vega 94. Good to see you. Thanks for joining with us. One of these days, Emperor, hopefully they're going to announce, what they're doing with it. I even if they just say, we've postponed the release to 2020, just some sort of official word from SeaWorld would be nice. That's all I'm asking. Is it too much to ask? Is it too much? Yeah. I don't think so. But all right, let's see here. Oh, he said the name of that coaster is the PNE Wooden Roller Coaster. So we will definitely have to check that out.
I'm guessing that's Pacific Northeast.
I guess. I don't know. Is that
That's
what?
my guess.
But aren't they on the West Coast?
I don't know.
Aren't you guys in the West Coast in Canada? What's PNE stand for? That's what we're curious about. But we have quite a few people on here now. Alec, if you wanted to mention whatever Disneyland news you had, that would be really, really great. Time for you to share that, and we can talk about that before we jump into Vancouver. So I knew you guys were on the West Coast. So what does PNE stand for? Okay, Pacific National Exhibition. There we go. Excellent. Perfect. But of course, we'll talk about all the Halloween events in just a moment. Maybe Alex stepped away from the screen, so maybe we should just jump right into it and see if he pops back on here.
Yeah, they were supposed to build a roller coaster at where Wild Arctic is, but yeah, they just didn't have the funds because of COVID.
Well, yeah, it was totally COVID. If COVID wouldn't have happened, we'd have a Wild Arctic roller coaster. Emperor would have opened already. I mean, if COVID didn't happen, we'd have lots and lots of things we never had before. So, of course.
Yeah, I wonder if those two little aquariums would still go. Sorry, we're curious what happened to all those fishies in the aquariums.
We love the little aquariums, the small fish aquariums at SeaWorld. And if you haven't been to SeaWorld since before the pandemic, you might not have even known that there were other little fish aquariums there, but there's one over by Tidal Twister that used to have a huge piranha tank, and it was really, really cool. And then there was another small one over by the Dippin' Dots, and they had a different hodgepodge of stuff in there, but I really liked both of those, and they've been closed for a very long time. Alec mentioned that parades are coming back to Disneyland, and that the electrical parade may be coming back. Yes, we did hear about that. She did. She gets all the news. I am very, very bad with news. She's the one who's on top of it with all the news.
We did hear that. I love the Main Street Electrical Parade, so if that comes back, that would be amazing. The one I would love to see come back, though, is Paint the Night, because we love Paint the Night.
Paint the Night was the best parade ever in all of Disneydom, in my opinion. Out of all the parades I've seen, and I've watched my fair share of parades over the decades, Paint the Night is by far my favorite parade they've ever had.
But the Main Street Electrical Parade is still
that was my second favorite. The Main Street Electrical Parade is my second favorite. And I think the reason why I like Paint the Night is because they have bits and pieces of the Electrical Parade in Paint the Night, but then they also play When Can I See You Again as their main theme song. And then they have
Art of the Main Street Electrical Parade theme song in it.
They've got Rascal Flatts, When Cars comes up, and I just love it so much. And that's the first parade that my boys were mesmerized by, and it was totally awesome.
I don't think Benjamin ever saw it.
Yeah. Oh, probably not. But so James. Yeah. Anthony's probably already gone. Sorry, Anthony, but thanks for joining, and thanks for poking in for a little bit of time here. Whoops, I clicked on the wrong question. But hi, Gilbert. Good to see you, Gil. Let's see here. Jaden says we booked an Alaska cruise for your 10-year anniversary and then COVID happened. We can relate. It's our 10-year anniversary too, or it was.
We were going to go to Hawaii.
We were going to Hawaii this year instead of Walt Disney World for our 10th. And, of course, Hawaii was open by our 10th, and we could have gone.
But there wasn't much open there. By the time our
anniversary came around,
there was, and it was kind of frustrating because it was we should have just gone to Hawaii in the end. Because by the time May came, there was actually a lot of stuff going to be open. But when we were booking things and planning things, because we wanted to plan way ahead, and we had to give dates to my parents and his mom to watch the kids, it was at that point. Alani was open, I wanted to go stay, but the luau wasn't open. I think only one of the food places was open. Only half of the activities was open, and then some of the other movie behind the scenes places in Hawaii weren't open. So it was just that's not going to be worth the cost of going out there. So we opted for Disney World again, which was fine. We still had a great time, but we can relate. Hey
Daniel, good to see you. And just before Huh? No, Daniel.
Oh,
Daniel
hi,
says
David.
hey. Hi, David. Good to see you too.
Sorry.
I'm going to answer your question in just a minute, David. But to piggyback on what we were just talking about, Jaden says, or Jaden's dad says that his was August 9th. And that was just like a week ago. So congrats and happy anniversary. Happy belated anniversary to you guys. 10 years is amazing. Like I said, we just celebrated 10 years back in June. So right there with you. Let's back up here and look at some of these other comments. WK says, I think SeaWorld should build a kiddie coaster where Submarine Quest was. I'd like them to do something with that space. I don't know what, but I'd like them to do something.
Would be fun because I believe San Antonio and Orlando both have like an orca whale little kiddie coaster. You know, like the really, really basic ones that just go in a little circle. But it's at least a kiddie coaster. So I think that would be fun.
Yeah. Oh, hey Daniel. He was the worker that said hi to you at the nachos. Yeah, I really. But
they were really good.
They were amazing nachos. Best item of the festival.
We tried like 6 items that night, and all the others were just eh.
So if you saw our craft beer festival video, I did mention about how there was a bit of a situation over at the nachos. When we got in line, there was like nobody there. It was great. And then all of a sudden, there's just swarm of people. And it was like, why? Everyone's just standing around. And Daniel wasn't there at the nachos yet. He was getting some supplies. And the cashier just kept ringing people up, and the line just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it was like, wow. But the food was amazing, tasted really good. At least those nachos did. The rest of the food I wasn't super impressed with, but those nachos, I'd get those again. And if we go back on a weekend before the end of the festival, which we probably will, I think I'm definitely going to get those nachos yet again. David mentioned the abandoned aquariums, and I think this is a great transition into the main topic of what I wanted to get at here today, which is answering all your questions about the Halloween events and talking about those because you all had brought those up during our last live stream. And I have thought that as well, because there's going to be three haunted houses at SeaWorld, and I'm trying to figure out where they're going to put them. So the first one is probably going to be Wild Arctic. That makes sense, right? That they would use Wild Arctic because there's loads of space.
Is there more space like in the back there where they were gonna, you know, like when you go in and you're like at the area where they used to have the like non-simulated movie? I wonder if there's like room back there because it seems like that hallway keeps going, which is probably like behind the scenes thing. I wonder if
I don't know where it's going to be, but I'm pretty sure one of them is going to be Wild Arctic. The other two, now, if they're going to just use available spaces right now and not use those abandoned aquariums, I think they're probably going to use Shark Encounter and the sea turtle reef.
You told me that someone said there
was something. No, she corrected that and said that that's one of the family-friendly events. It's still going to be a kiddie event. So right now the Let's Play Together or whatever it's called in Mission Bay Theater, it's going to get replaced with a Halloween event. I was told by a worker there at SeaWorld, but it's another kid-friendly event for the Spooktacular.
One of my type of things.
So
that's during the day.
Unless Daniel has some thoughts here on. Unless Daniel has some inside information here on the Howl-O-Scream. That's why I was just checking down through the comments real quick. But I don't see any comments yet from him on Howl-O-Scream. But yeah, so here's the details. Just start working through those details. Howl-O-Scream, of course, is the one we've talked about the most, so it's probably the one you guys need the least amount of information on, but we're just going to talk about it anyway for anybody who's watching the live stream and replay, looking for this information. We have Howl-O-Scream, which is Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, September 17th through October 31st. $39.99 for a single night or $99.99 for unlimited admission. So you can come every single day that they're running Howl-O-Scream for $99.99. Front of the line pass for the haunted houses only is $29 a day. There is no unlimited for that. And then front of the line pass for houses and rides is $39 a day. And these are not unlimited. You can't ride the rides over and over again. It's just one time per house and one time per ride for that extra front of the line ticket that you can get for Howl-O-Scream.
Are you doing anything different with like the rides for?
I don't think they're changing like the theming of the rides.
Well,
although
I was wondering if Manta would have
because it has that screen in there. I know that they retheme it for Christmas, so maybe they'll retheme it for Halloween. I don't know, but I don't think you can really retheme Electric Eel and that sort of thing. And I know Journey to Atlantis. So Manta, Journey to Atlantis, and Electric Eel are the rides that are going to be open during Howl-O-Scream. The event starts at 7 p.m., but you're allowed to enter the park at 5 p.m. if you just have a Howl-O-Scream ticket and you're not an annual pass holder and you don't have a regular day ticket. You can get in 2 hours before the park closes to enjoy that time before the party starts. Like I said, they have 3 haunted houses. They have 7 scare zones. Scare zones are going to be specifically designated areas throughout the park that they'll be really, really scary for you. And then they have 4 roaming haunts, and those will be people and actors that are walking around that you never know where they're going to be, and they could, come out at you. And I'm pretty sure that nobody's going to touch you. So you can rest assured and feel safe in that regard. But I've watched Howl-O-Scream from SeaWorld Orlando 2 years ago on Tim Trackers. I watched it a week ago just to see, and it's pretty creepy. It is pretty creepy.
I'll be home with my kids. We'll probably go on a movie and chill.
Daniel says behind Wild Arctic. Yeah, I don't think we were talking about behind Wild Arctic, but if she was talking about that like narrow passageway that's between like the Belugas and the Wild Arctic simulator ride, she was wondering if that hallway would be useful. And through the simulator area, that sort of thing. I don't know. But let's see here. Still working through some of these comments. Big Red Journey says, I heard confirmation on the Halloween Sesame Street show. Okay, yeah, that's the one that's going to go in the theater there. Benjamin says, hey, Benjamin, that near Emperor there's a giant slab of concrete, and there could be one there. That they might put something up. Oh, they might build something. That's always possible. They could use other spaces and build stuff on top of it.
Doing that, because I saw someone today post on Instagram that I think it was Universal in Hollywood had like this huge, like giant building.
Oh yeah,
building for a maze.
Yeah. I've seen photos of that too.
I wondered about
yeah.
I'm like, I wonder how many people are gonna actually like do this.
We were wondering that as well. One of our concerns was how they were going to get the people to go to work. They can't get enough people to staff the food places. How are we going to get enough people for Howl-O-Scream? I hope they do though, because I want it to be awesome. I really do. I want it to be a great time, and that I can provide like a really awesome video for it. And so I hope that they get people for it. My thought is maybe people will really enjoy the fact that they get paid to scare people, because I think that would be kind of fun. I'm not going to do it, but I think it'd be kind of fun. Does SeaWorld need reservations? Not for regular admission. No, you just need your ticket. They're not needing reservations for regular admission, but you do need a special dated ticket for Howl-O-Scream if you want to go to Howl-O-Scream. And the dated ticket is all you need.
I think for at least down in this area, the only place that still requires reservations is Disney. Because Knott's dropped reservations. I don't know about Six Flags, but I know Knott's has dropped them, SeaWorld's dropped them. I guess Legoland you still have to, so never mind.
Continuing on some of the other things here with Howl-O-Scream, they'll have special performances, so live performances on stage, things like that. And then there are special food. Well, it says there are cocktails, so I'm not sure if there's food. It might just be special drinks for Howl-O-Scream. Christina asks, what happened to Cirque de la Mer in SeaWorld San Diego?
It disappeared, but this summer they've had like the electric ocean.
Is that back on?
Cirque de la Mer used to be in that amphitheater. Like,
the one in the back on the bay?
Back on the bay. It was like the most awesome show, so I'm kind of annoyed they took
They ripped it out completely.
It's gone.
Everything's gone.
So now they have like the Electric Ocean event. So they have different acrobat type shows, like, and different things throughout the park. But I mean, no offense, it's not as. It's more portable in the sense that, you know, it's throughout the park. Anyone can see it. You don't have to go line up for a show. But I really did love that show when I was. So
they have a current show right now called Cirque Neon World, which is pretty similar. It's just in the Nautilus Amphitheater, so like where Pitt's Rule used to be. But it is pretty great. I mean, if you want to see it, I have the whole thing on my channel. You can just Google it or search it on my channel, Cirque Neon World. It's like a 30 to 40-minute performance, and it's pretty entertaining. If you like America's Got Talent, they do a lot of the stuff that AGT does. Like, you know, where people are swinging in circles on roller skates, and they're swinging them like around their neck, or they put something in their teeth and they swing the other person around, or they, you know, stand on top of other people's hands and do jumps and things and all stuff like that. They've got some of that, but the coolest one, I think, is when they take two motorbikes inside this small little metal ball, and they're riding around each other in circles, upside down and everything in this ball, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty great. That's Cirque Neon World. I thought it was one of the best shows that I've ever seen SeaWorld put on in the Nautilus Amphitheater. All the rotating shows that I've seen in the last 2 years.
See Pets Rule?
I didn't get to see Pets Rule. I didn't.
Benjamin asked about masks. SeaWorld's not really being strict about it, so they're recommended indoors still at SeaWorld.
But not required.
But not required. Yeah. Whereas, like, Disneyland, it was very required.
Yes.
Like, they were asking people before you got in line for a ride, like, do you have your mask ready for when you go indoors?
Yeah. But that's just Disneyland. Everywhere else we've been, it's just recommended, not required.
Except Universal, that area, because it's in LA County. So just be aware of that if you go up there.
Let's see here. Daniel says Cirque wasn't pulling as much people as Electric. Yeah.
Well, Cirque had been around for a long time.
No,
too, so.
But Cirque Electric instead of Cirque Neon World. Because
unless he's talking Cirque de la Mar.
Oh, maybe Cirque de la Mar. I don't know.
I know there's been a lot of Cirques.
A lot of Cirques. Wish SeaWorld didn't get rid of Pets Rule.
I was so annoying. Is we had gone.
Hang on a second before you finish that thought. Gilbert, what place are you talking about? What restaurant do you recommend? Can you tell me what theme park you're referring to? I know we're talking about SeaWorld, so I'm going to guess that, but just to make sure. So why don't you go back on what you're talking about?
We had, I don't remember what it was, but we were either about to get our pass or we had just gotten our pass, but we hadn't gone in yet. And Pets Rule had its last showing like a month before we went, like before he went for the first time. And I was so disappointed because I really wanted him to see it. But because it was always one of my favorites.
Let's see here. We've been trying to call LEGOLAND to ask if we need to buy tickets for Brick or Treat if we are staying in the resort. You do need special Brick or Treat tickets.
Yeah, but they have...
It says combo with Brick or Treat. You can get that. Let me just pull it up because it's easiest just to do that.
They said they're staying in the resort, though. So
yeah. I'm just gonna pull it up here.
You better luck. Instead of calling, try their I want to say when I got hold of LEGOLAND, I went to their Facebook page and Facebook messaged them. That seems to be the better way of sometimes getting hold of them.
Now how do I share my screen again? I can't remember. There's a button here to share screen somehow. No, that's not my button. Oh, come on.
Isn't that the red one?
Huh?
It's crossed out.
Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. Thank you. We're going with that one, and we're going to allow. There we go, and we're going to just add this to the video. Perfect. Okay, so Brick or Treat, which this is perfect because this is what we're going to talk about next anyway, is LEGOLAND Brick or Treat. If you're looking at the tickets, so they do have a hotel plus tickets package that if you bought this, I think it applies. And then they have the theme park only day ticket and the one with the aquarium and then the one with everything by the looks of it. And for pass holders, they have this up now. They've got a special screen for pass holders now. And it's $9.99 early bird special for silver, gold, and platinum pass holders. And then the elite pass holders, it says, while the elite pass holders don't need to purchase tickets to Brick or Treat, they must make a reservation ahead of time. And I already made my reservation, but I'm not sure if the family's going to go, but $10 a person isn't bad for adding that on. But it does look like you need hotel plus tickets. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you definitely probably need to call SeaWorld.
I was saying to try to Facebook message them.
Yeah, Facebook message Legoland is going to be a lot more beneficial for you than anything else. Let's see here. I know we probably have a lot of messages to catch up on here. Okay. We'll get to that in just a minute. I think a possible spot for Maze could be the event space in the back near Penguins. Hardly ever any events and parties. Oh, yes. The food, the special event food building. That's a good one. Yeah. I could see that being used for a haunted house. Yeah.
Well, as you thought, yeah.
The event catering, like the bubble, the dome that's back there. Yeah, totally. I think that would be great. Excellent spot for one. So Gilbert, let's go back to Gilbert's question, because he mentioned SeaWorld. What restaurant do we recommend to eat dinner at?
Depends on the day.
It does depend on the day. Here's my answers, okay? If you want theming, Shipwreck Reef Cafe has the best dining area theming out of any of the restaurants. The whole thing is inside a boat. It's really cool. Yeah, there's Caribbean music playing. I love it. The food is just kind of average, though. But my personal favorite for good food, in the past, I haven't eaten there in the last couple months, but for the previous year, Mama Stella's has been a hands down best types of food there.
Busy lately whenever we've gone, so
they have been a little bit busier than some of the other places. In my opinion, Calypso Bay is the worst of all the food places. Every time I've gone there, I've been extremely disappointed. The item that I wanted, they ran out of, or the food was cold, or it was fatty, or something.
And
I just
not really any theming except for the few trees on the outside.
I just have not been happy with Calypso Bay, so you can avoid that place. But Shipwreck Reef Cafe and Mama Stella's, those two places are excellent recommendations. Of course, the only other food place that's a actual quick service location is Explorers Reef Cafe. It is. So if you watched my craft beer festival video, I got in line at the food thinking that was where I got my food festival food. But no, I had to get it at the bar and then go to the food area. Well, the cashiers for the regular food area were still serving the regular dining food that they have there.
Okay.
So it's still open. It is, even with the festival going on. But so those are the four primary quick service locations. Of course, they have little carts all throughout the cart. They used to have one, and I don't think it's there anymore. They used to have one that served this amazing Asian noodle thing. It was really good, but I haven't seen it in a while. Is it still there?
I don't know if the cart's there. I mean, the grilled cheese one's still there, but it's not been open.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the best place to eat at is the funnel cake place, but that's not really
Big Bird's, the funnel cake and the Dole Whip at Big Bird's Bistro.
Just go get dessert.
Just go get dessert.
Skip food.
Let's see here. Big Red Journey's got lots of great ideas. Another good maze spot would be to utilize the large white tent. I thought about that, where they did the temp checks. It's just, I guess they could, if they set it up with walls and things, it would probably be a little bit better. I just felt like that was too open of a space, almost. There's no winding corridors or anything, but you can create corridors. You can put walls up. I did think about that. That bubble. Wait, what bubble? The bubble, Daniel, sorry, we're a little delayed on some of your comments. Are you talking about the bubble with the special events bubble? Is that where they're doing training? I'm guessing that's probably the case. Cindy says, does a Brick or Treat ticket from Legoland include a regular day at Legoland? Yes. Let me pop the screen back up. So if you buy these tickets, this ticket right here is admission to the whole day. So 1 day admission to Legoland, California, and includes admission to Brick or Treat Halloween event. So it includes both of those things if you buy that ticket. And again, an excellent transition back into what we should be talking about. And that is that Legoland's Brick or Treat is only Saturdays in October. So some of the other events are September and October, but Legoland is only October. Of course, we've
Saturdays.
only Saturdays and only October. We've talked about those prices already. Details: the rides are going to be open late. They're going to have trick or treating, some live entertainment. Of course, there's going to be Halloween decorations. There's going to be some seasonal food and beverage options. The Sea Life Aquarium is also going to have decorations and spooky fun exhibits inside there. And they have a costume contest, character meet and greets, treat stations, a dance party. There's loads of stuff going on at Brick or Treat, and I'm excited to cover it all for you. Even if, what are you? Oh, seeing if people say,
yeah.
Yep.
You said our lives glitching.
Who's? Oh.
Probably.
Yeah. It says we're hanging in there, but yeah. Thanks for giving us a heads up. If the live is glitching, I appreciate the heads up there. But Benjamin says Emperor opening is the funniest joke ever. Yeah, because we don't know when it's going to happen. But you're very welcome, Cindy. You're very welcome. Glad we can answer that question for you. Going back to SeaWorld, the Spooktacular, we didn't talk about that. So Howl-O-Scream is not a family-friendly event. Not family-friendly at all. Do not take your young children. My 3-year-old would pee himself, hug mommy, and scream the whole time.
Mommy wouldn't even be there.
I just, the Mythica 4D show at Legoland had a snake that went, and he freaked out on that. And that was the end of it for him.
And even the next time we took him into that theater, he thought we were going to watch the same show. It was like hiding in my lap.
So Howl-O-Scream is not family friendly. Spooktacular, though, that is family friendly. Saturdays and Sundays, so it's not Fridays. That's Howl-O-Scream only, but Saturdays and Sundays, September 18th. So it starts the day after Howl-O-Scream through October 31st. Price is included with the park admission, so all you need is regular park admission to go to Spooktacular. But you must leave the park by 7 p.m. because Howl-O-Scream starts at 7 p.m. And so your day's a little shorter than normal. Unless, of course, you have Howl-O-Scream tickets, then you can stay the whole time. There is going to be the trick-or-treat candy trails that they've had in the past.
Our kids love those in the past.
Absolutely. Last year, there were like 9 candy locations for the Halloween one. They've gone down to as little as 5 locations for some other treat trails that they've done throughout the year.
Halloween they go,
but the Halloween one will probably have 9 again, hopefully. And then there'll be a Halloween dance party. So really not much else going on with Spooktacular aside from that special show that will be down in Mission Bay Theater. Maybe that's the Halloween dance party. I'm not even sure. I was assuming the Halloween dance party will be over where Club Seaglow is with Electric Ocean. That'll be my guess. But before we move on to another park, Amanda asks, is the dining deal worth it? We've never gotten it. On paper, it sounds great. Okay, you pay like $35.99 or whatever it costs, and I would just buy one for like your whole family, or for I'm sure you're not supposed to, but that's what I would do. And then since you can get food every 90 minutes, what I would do is get food right at 11 o'clock and split it, share it around. At 12:30, go get another one. At 2 o'clock, go get another one. At 3:30, go get another one.
I would say it depends on when you go, though, because right now it's not worth it in the sense that, at least on weekends, people are waiting like an hour to get their food to begin with.
Well,
so
it's because of the all-day dining.
Yeah.
It's before all-day dining came back, SeaWorld didn't have this issue. And then they suddenly bring back all-day dining, and now instead of people eating twice a day, which is lunch and dinner, now they're eating 6 times a day. And, you have 1,000 people that have all-day dining, and suddenly you have 1,000 people who are eating 4 times a day more than they are normally. So, of course, the lines are going to be longer. It just seems to be what's going on there.
I would just see like what time of the year you're coming, and think
Yeah.
about it then, because it may calm down once
Yeah.
school goes back.
Before I jump to Big Red Journey's question or comment, it's just going to transition me in another theme park. Gil asks, when are we going back to SeaWorld? We were just there on Saturday. It'll be at least 2 weeks probably. Let me check my activities calendar here. This Wednesday we'll probably go to the zoo. We've been using Wednesdays while school is out because my kids don't have any extracurricular activities to go different places. So we'll go to San Diego Zoo probably then. Ninjago anniversary. We're at Legoland this Saturday. That's going on. That started last weekend. It's their 10th anniversary for Ninjago, so they've got some special activities going on. We also have water park reservations. We're going to go to the water park again this weekend. Then I have the safari park on the docket for the following Saturday, and then I have SeaWorld again for September 4th. We were trying to avoid going to SeaWorld until like schools were fully back from most places. So September 4th is probably when we will make it back to SeaWorld.
There's always a chance that we might go out there on a whim like one evening, but probably now that our oldest starts school again tomorrow, not as much of a chance.
So let's talk about Big Red Journey's comment here. My fear is how well SeaWorld can pull off mazes, and you and me both. I'm just concerned they're going to be short-staffed, and that the staff aren't going to be as good as the ones that I saw in Orlando, because the ones that I saw in the video in Orlando was really good.
Well, and everything I've seen in Orlando in terms of shows has been amazing. Compared to like what we have, and it's
so I'm kind of nervous to see how it's going to compare. But you mentioned Universal Studios and Knott's, so I wanna mention some of those events here as well. Knott's Scary Farm details. Knott's Scary Farm is not family friendly. So we're talking about family friendly versus not family friendly. You would think Knott's Berry Farm being a fairly family friendly park, Knott's Scary Farm is not family friendly. It specifically says on there, do not bring young children to this event. It is not advised to have anyone under the age of 13 at Knott's Scary Farm. It's select dates September 16th through October 31st. Price of admission starts at $50 and goes up depending on what day you are booking. $45 for the buffet. So they have a special event, probably the meal outside the park in their normal special food area. Maybe, I don't know. But it's a $45 event, and it's the buffet. $99. It starts at $99 and goes up from there. Front of the line pass, and a $25 parking pass, and it goes up from there. So those are just the baseline, the cheapest price if you pick the cheapest day. But Knott's Scary Farm, those are the deals there. I'm just going to take that comment off the screen when we keep talking about this. Knott's Scary Farm claims to be the largest Halloween event in SoCal. I wouldn't know. I've never been, but that's what their website says. Largest Halloween event in SoCal.
Because I've been around for a while.
Mazes, attractions, shows, 1,000+ creatures lurking in the fog. I feel like SeaWorld is going to be tamer than that. I'm not sure if I would be going to Knott's Scary Farm personally. I don't know. But that is some details there for you. Not much else on Scary Farm. No more details that I could discover just on their website. And then you mentioned Universal Studios Hollywood Halloween Horror Nights. Again, not a whole lot of information here that I could gather. A lot of the people, the bloggers who are up in the Universal Studios area, I'm sure would probably be better resources than me on this. So I'm just going to briefly highlight it for you. Universal Studios Hollywood Halloween Horror Nights is not family friendly. It's another one that's not family friendly. Thursdays through Sundays, September 9th through October 31st. Price of admission starts at $69 and goes up from there. You can get the Universal Express Pass, which includes admission to the Halloween Horror Nights for $189 and up. So basically you're paying $120 for the Express Pass, which I think is a bit steep personally, unless it's very, very useful. Then they have the Universal Express Unlimited, and of course that lets you go on the rides over and over and over again, or the attractions over and over again. The other thing is just once per ride, once per attraction. And the unlimited, it also includes admission. It's $229. So for an extra $40, am I doing my math right there? Extra $40, it is unlimited. They have mazes, scare zones, and rides. Again, that's pretty much the only information that I could discern there about Hollywood. Let's see some other comments that have come in before I move along here. Benjamin mentions, I wish Six Flags would have announced the new ride. I'm not sure what new ride you're talking about because I know absolutely nothing about Six Flags. But I highlighted your comment because you mentioned Six Flags, which is another one of the theme parks that we're going to highlight here. Six Flags Magic Mountain has Fright Fest. It is a family-friendly Halloween event. There are no details as of yet, but according to their website, it says that they're coming soon. So,
family-friendly?
yeah, I googled it. I searched it.
In the past, I don't think there's.
I searched it, and it said something like that it was family friendly. You could take your kids to it and things like that.
Because I think in the past they used to have like a similar thing to like Knott.
When I googled Fright Fest, that it told me that it was family friendly. Like their frequently asked questions said that like a 3-year-old or 4-year-old would be fine with that sort of event. But. Benjamin, you asked if rides are open during Scary Farm. I know that there is one ride. Let me just pull it up here. Not Scary Farm. I know that I did see that there was one ride that's getting overhauled specifically for this event. Huh? Oh, view attractions. Maybe so. Here, I'll put the screen on here in a second.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to this.
Those are all the events. Nope. Yeah. I didn't put it up on the screen for you guys yet, just because I'm looking just for the there's a page for rides. Maybe that's it. Here we go. Oops. I'm going to try to get the screen share to pop up. Okay. Rides and attractions. Oh, that just goes regular page. I did see something. There's a special ride. I've only been to Knott once, so I can't even tell you what the name of the ride was. Yeah. They do have a fast lane, though, and enjoy unlimited access to all the mazes. Oh, here we go. Rides including Silver Bullet, Ghost Rider, and more.
No, I bet a lot. I don't know about all of them, but there should be some rides.
I did see something about a specific ride that was getting over for this, but I don't know where it is now. Maybe it's over here? No. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I clicked this. Maybe I clicked this and it brought it up. Nope, that's not it either. Well, anyway, I tried. Let's see here.
It's like if I went to that, I'd be having nightmares for like a month.
Gil said he's going to try to come to SeaWorld on September 4th. Yeah, if you do, look out for us. I'll be wearing my SoCal Disney Dad shirt. So it's basically as big as my Jurassic Park shirt. It says SoCal Disney Dad, so shouldn't be too hard to find.
Coming later in the day. Because the kids have a birthday party that day.
Yeah, we definitely, if we go, we won't be showing up till about 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, just a heads up.
Unless it closes at 6 a.m.
Oh, because of, wait, September 4th. No, September 4th. It won't have started yet.
Okay, because someone said weekdays have already started closing early now.
But it's a Saturday, huh? It's a Saturday, and the Halloween events, Howl-O-Scream isn't going on yet on September 4th. So, yeah, we'll be showing up around 5 o'clock, probably 4 or 5 o'clock, September 4th, just to give you a heads up there. Probably won't be arriving much earlier than that. Try going live when we get back to SeaWorld. Definitely would appreciate that. The super chat there. Thank you. Can you guys not see super chat on the current live streams because I'm using another app that's also broadcasting to Facebook. So we were wondering whether you guys could even see the super chats here, or if we could even see super chats in our screen. So maybe we can't. But definitely, I think we should do a live stream when we go to SeaWorld again. I did a live stream when we were at Disneyland the other day, and a lot of people really enjoyed just walking around the park. Even though you weren't looking at us and answer much questions and things, we were just walking around the park and looking at stuff. You guys really enjoyed that, so I think we should do that at SeaWorld again. That would be a fun time. Okay, Jennifer says you can't see the super chat. So thank you for the heads up on that. That's probably a downside of running this app then. I like that I can put these comments on the screen because it really helps, I think, with people who are watching the replay. I know we have a few people who watch replays. Lisa always tells me she watches the live stream replays. So just so that she can see the comments that we're answering and things like that. That's why I really like putting the comments on the screen. But if it turns off the super chat, then I probably need to find a different means of a live stream.
Well, I know earlier one of our other vloggers that we follow, what they did is they had you would be on just a regular YouTube, live stream, but then his wife was over on her phone responding to a bunch of comments.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that way, if you can't keep up with them,
Oh, yeah, I definitely saw that as far as comments. Some of the bigger vloggers that get a billion times more comments than I did. Oh, well, it looks like... Thank you. It looks like Jaden, or Jaden's dad, was able to provide a super chat. So maybe it shows up for some and not for others. I'm not sure. But thank you very much. We definitely appreciate that. It says character lifting some weights. I can't see the actual sticker, but
I was like
but thank you so much. We appreciate that for sure. It was a good test. Off topic, but the merchandise at SeaWorld isn't getting better. It has been so sparse the last time.
The Wild Arctic store, when we went through the last time, was a tiny bit better. They actually had merchandise when we first came off the ride. However, we have noticed every store, all the personalized mugs and cups and things like that, those have still been
the personalized stuff is empty.
But we did notice there were a lot of T-shirts and things like that, a lot of stuffed animals.
Yeah.
I think those things are more starting to get back. But I don't think if you want something personalized, those things are gonna still be sparse.
Benjamin says, have I gotten channel membership thing yet? Oh yeah, sure. Let me put a comment up here. Good time for that. It's very basic right now. I'm still working out the details and things, but patreon.com/SoCalDisneyDad to support the channel. There's a $5 option, a $10 option, and a $25 option. And there's different things on there that we'll do for you if the different tiers. But the $25 one is if you wanted a t-shirt. A couple of you mentioned the interest in a t-shirt. I can make it say So Disney Dad fan or something like that, and I can give you the small corner patch one or the big logo one like this. Of course, this is just a Jurassic Park shirt, but and then there's a variety of colors that are available. But if you do the $25 one, that the shirt is included with that. It's a Patreon membership, so that's a monthly renewal thing. Of course, you're not going to send a t-shirt every single month. But if you didn't want to keep going on at $25 a month, what you can do is you do the $25 and then you pretty much immediately cancel it. So it'll take the $25 out of your account, and then I'll send you the t-shirt. And that's a way that you could buy the t-shirt without me actually setting up a store. I know it's kind of clunky, but it's the best that I can do without a website and a store to attach to that website. So just came up with a Patreon for that. And then the smaller tiers, the $5 a month and $10 a month, if you want to support us for that and just help us out, that's greatly appreciated. We have stickers to send you guys. I could send you a SoCal Disney Dad mug. One of the tier levels, I'll send you monthly or quarterly postcards. So we're at Disneyland, we'll pick up a postcard specifically for you. We'll personalize it, handwrite it, write you a message on there, and send you postcards and things like that. So some fun stuff like that. If you have other ideas, stuff that you'd like us to do, I've thought about. I know that Ordinary Adventures does like a behind the scenes type video, and I can put like a bloopers video together because I mess up all the time. You guys don't know. I just edit it out. It's gone. And on the live stream, I feel like we're a little bit, it flows a little better because it's more natural. But when I'm just staring at a camera and talking to nobody, a lot of the times I'll say stupid stuff that I didn't mean to say. Like, what did I say? Pixar par instead of Pixar pier, something like that. Pixar par. I don't know. Just yeah. Just stuff like that. Oh, thank you, Gil. Gil gave us a super chat as well. Much appreciated, Gil. Thank you very, very much. Like I said, much appreciated. And yes. Jaden's dad mentioned Streamlabs OBS last week. I haven't had a chance to look at it. Benjamin says he uses Streamlabs, so I think I need to look into Streamlabs. Is the bottom line here, right? Especially since, well, the Wi-Fi going out isn't a problem with me. Yeah, secret upper tier.
I like the 500 tier.
The $500 one to sing an opera for you while wearing a dinosaur costume. I get it. Yeah, it's going to be $500 because I got to buy the dinosaur costume. But oh no, you're totally fine. That's totally fine because it's Canada. Don't worry about it at all. We appreciate it all just the same. So thank you a lot. But
it's like $200 for him to cook dinner. Yeah, that's totally good. And so, he actually can cook.
Yeah,
so.
This is back to the merchandising thing. It's getting a little better as far as merchandising goes, but the personalized gear is just not there. To answer your question, how about second born? Just kidding. It's like we want to keep the firstborn. We'll give you the secondborn. No, I'm just kidding. Totally just kidding. Absolutely love Benjamin. He was saying so much cute things today. Okay, so we have to tell you, right? This is totally unrelated to SeaWorld, but we went to Handel's Ice Cream today. If you've never heard of Handel's Ice Cream, they have like 4 or 5 locations across San Diego County. So if you're down here for any reason, check out Handel's Ice Cream. I think they have one in Oceanside or Carlsbad, which is close to Legoland. So check out Handel's. But they just opened one in Santee, which is closer to where we live. And tomorrow James starts school, so we went to get ice cream.
Last day of summer break.
We're gonna go get some ice cream, and Handel's just opened here in Santee 2 weeks ago, and we waited in a 45-minute line for this ice cream like a week ago. And my mom hadn't been to it yet, so we were going with my mom to get ice cream. And we said, well, if the line at Handel's is too long, we're just going to go to Dairy Queen, which is right around the corner. And so Benjamin obviously heard this because we were talking about it. We go, Handel's didn't have a line. We got Handel's. It was fantastic ice cream. Best ice cream I've ever had. We get in the car and Benjamin's like, we go get other ice cream now? And it was just the cutest thing ever. Like, no.
Grandma standing there going, smart kid.
It was totally fun. A great moment. He's got his cute moments for sure. Have I seen Halloween merch at theme parks in Disneyland?
No.
Disneyland has Halloween merch.
Did they in the park?
They do now.
Disney World does, but I don't know if Disneyland.
They do at least at World of Disney because people have been talking about it, haven't they?
Steve and Kai were live there this morning and they couldn't find them.
Oh, they couldn't find it?
And they've announced it on Shop Disney.
Oh, that's what it is. I saw something on Instagram this morning where they were like, they had, well, let me just put it up here.
Yeah, they said like if you go on Shop Disney's, there's like a sneak preview of stuff. And like Disney World has their merchandise because Disney World has already started their, Disney World starts their Halloween parties really, really early. Like they start decorating for Halloween in August. It's kind of too early in my opinion.
So here's what Disney has posted. This is the Disney Parks blog.
I don't think there was any.
So they've got. Whoops. They've got. I'm not even sure. Loungefly backpack there. special Haunted Mansion ears, Hocus Pocus hoodie, a like little pumpkin thing, I guess.
Well, aren't those like the
A Coco
Numinos
sweatshirt,
or whatever inside of that?
Nuimos.
Yeah.
And then they have a Madame Leota's. I know you can't really see it; it's kind of blown out there, but a Madame Leota's jacket. And then looks like some Mickey Pumpkin ears. So they've. Oh, and there's this like these just keep going. There's a little charm bracelet with Hocus Pocus on there. Okay, that was the end of it. But that was Disney Parks blog, and they posted that today. So they've announced some stuff. I guess it's not in the parks yet. I just assumed that it was, but
yeah. As far as I know, like it's not. They don't have it in Disneyland yet. So, but Disney World does. So you think they still would have like released it at the same time? Yeah. But Disneyland's Halloween events start. It's either September. I think September 3rd is when they start. Because right now they said Haunted Mansion's closed. It closed yesterday. Until then for the overhaul.
Oh, and if you were a Legacy Pass holder, your discount is gone. Not coming back. They've got 10 days where there's no discount, and you better believe this 10 days are going to be the emptiest the parks have ever been in a really long time. So you want to get an empty park? go to Disney in the next 9 days. No discounts, no annual pass.
It's almost tempting to use our third day of our other ticket and save the other ticket for September.
We could. If you wanted to do that, we totally could go up like next Saturday.
It is very tempting.
Instead of what do you call it? Would it be next Saturday? Will we have time? 25th. No, we'd have to go up this Saturday. I'd have to move Legoland, which we can move Legoland if you wanted to. But we could talk about it. We'll figure it out. What do you guys think? How about that? Let's get your guys' opinion. Should we go up to Disneyland again this Saturday and use the last day of our SoCal resident ticket now? Because we have a 3-day ticket that we have to use to upgrade to a Magic Key. And we are going for Benjamin's birthday.
Except your mom wanted to come that time.
For Benjamin's birthday?
Yeah, she doesn't have the 3-day.
Oh, she doesn't want to buy another ticket.
I don't think so.
Why can't she use her 3-day resident ticket?
She doesn't.
That day?
Instead of coming.
Yeah. How about that?
We'll think about this.
We'll think about it. But let me know what you think. I'd be interested to hear what your thoughts are.
You did say
what, this?
Yesterday was busier in Disneyland.
Yeah, well, get this, okay? I have heard from people on Instagram. So that's another comment. Let me just put this up here.
We are
like and follow us on Instagram.
We are trying to up our Instagram.
I've had an Instagram for the last 3 or 4 months, but we're upping our Instagram game. We really want to be more active on there. Of course, anything that I post. She comments.
Yeah.
That's how we're tag teaming it. I'm doing the posts. She's doing the comments, so she comments and replies to other people's photos.
Which has been hilarious because I keep having to remember I'm him. So, there's been a couple times I'm like, my wife. This just sounds so weird because I'm the one, commenting on people's posts.
She's helping me out. But if you would, follow us on Instagram and, heart our photos when you see them. All that really helps. I feel like a broken record, I know, but literally... pushing the little heart button, just like pushing the like button on YouTube, tells Instagram that you like our photos. So
if you're watching our videos on YouTube, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. It sounds redundant, but it really does help. But you were talking about crowds.
What was I talking about? Oh yes, crowds. I found out on Instagram somebody grabbed a web slingers boarding group at 7 p.m. Whoa! Somebody said they grabbed one at 1:40, an hour and 40 minutes after noon, and they got one. I thought that was amazing.
Apparently, Hollywood Studios, I think it was today. I mean, I know it's wrong post, but either today or yesterday, they were letting people stand by wait for Rise of the Resistance instead of a boarding group.
Whoa, they were standby Rise?
Yeah, they ran out of boarding groups. Completely got through all the boarding groups and were letting people at 7 o'clock that night for the first time ever, just
cool.
Stand by waiting.
I like it.
So, it's definitely
different. Somehow I got all scrolled all the way to the top. I'm going to highlight this comment because I like it. You guys are the most underrated channel out there.
Yes.
I appreciate that a whole lot. We've definitely been feeling like it's hard to explain. Just at the end of the summer here, things have really, really slowed down for us, which is kind of why we upped our Instagram game, because we're hoping that maybe we'll be able to pull some folks from Instagram over onto YouTube and things like that. But, I was watching Dylan, Theme Park Obsession, the other day, and he's at 67,000 subscribers, and his goal is to be at 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So he's going to go from 67 to 100,000, which is 33,000 subscribers in just 5 months. And he says that at his current rate of growth, it's possible. And that just blows my mind. Our favorite vlogger from out east, Paging Mr. Morrow, he was at 56,000 subscribers when we followed him back in like January or February. Here he is 6 months later, and he's at 100,000 subscribers. These guys are just blowing up, and I imagine that it's just because once you get that big, it snowballs a lot more, is my guess, because Dylan's been doing this for 3 to 4 years now. Paging Mr. Morrow has been doing this for 5 to 6 years. So we've only been doing this for 6 months.
Well, I did notice, like, even on Instagram and a few other places, that it looks like some of the big groups, like out there, like Disney Food Blog, All Ears, some of those groups, it looks like they might follow you back, and like, comment more on your posts when you hit like probably about 50,000 followers or subscribers. I did notice that. Like that seems to be kind of that like threshold of like, and then you start getting, noticed by them, and like then more people notice you because you get noticed by them. So it's like, it was like that first hump to get to 1,000. Now it's like the second hump to get. But we do plan to do a giveaway at 2,000 subscribers. We just don't know what we're giving away yet. So. But we are getting close to that, so.
Let's see here. From what I've seen, Disneyland is very quiet right now, no crowds. However, that's all going to change once the Magic Keys are out. Yep. That's what, like I said, that's kind of why we're wondering maybe we should go again before the 25th. Use our final day.
We wrote 18 things at California Adventure between 8 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. And that included doing a sit-down dinner.
Yeah, we spent an hour doing...
An hour live stream.
An hour live stream, an hour dinner.
A lot of time of, like, wandering around filming stuff where we weren't writing anything anyway, and, like...
I did 2 land tours. Pixar Pier will be coming tomorrow. Whole land tour of Pixar Pier. It's a 25-minute vlog, so it's not just, like, a typical little thing. It's a full-on vlog. We ride some rides, eat some food, check out the shops, all that sort of stuff. Look out at the cool stuff at Pixar Pier, so check that video out tomorrow. And I did another land tour of Cars Land, and those land tours take a while. They're slow. We definitely could have rode a lot more things if we had just, been ride crazy rather than focusing on the vlog. But yeah, anyway. When is Benjamin's birthday? Benjamin's asking when Benjamin's birthday is. Yeah, it's September 23rd, so we have current plans to go to Disneyland on September 25th. But that's the final day of our SoCal resident ticket. And then we were going to use our 3-day ticket in October sometime to go in October. And then we were going to upgrade to the Magic Key after that. But maybe what we should do is use the SoCal resident ticket this weekend and start our 3-day ticket on his birthday and then finish it up 2 weeks later in October, because we can do that. We just have to use it within 14 days.
I guess it all depends on when we'd have to do a lot of looking, because we also, if we waited till October to start the 3-day ticket and it could overlap into November slightly, we'd almost...
No, we don't want to do that. We have to upgrade before October 30th to get the Magic Key welcome package.
Okay, and I just remember where there's a day in December we can go, all I care about is going when there's Christmas decorations. No offense to the Halloween decorations, but my favorite time of the year to go to Disney is Christmas time.
Yes. Well, I'm sure we'll be going again then. I think we went over our Disneyland schedule with you guys on the last live stream. But December 16th is a day that James is off from school, and the Magic Key that we're going to get is available. It's also the day before my birthday, so it seems just like the perfect storm to go up December 16th. And we'll get to see those Halloween Christmas decorations and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, it's past 9. I know that we usually do the live chats up till 9, but I did have just a few more Halloween events to mention. Just to go back to the Halloween events. While we're talking about Disneyland, we did not talk about Disneyland's Halloween events yet. So Disneyland's Halloween event is Oogie Boogie Bash, and it is family friendly. It's select nights, September through October. There's only 3 dates left right now. They're completely sold out. Besides these 3 dates: September 9th, September 12th, and September 16th. All the other days are booked out for Oogie Boogie Bash. And that's $114 plus. So it starts at $114 depending on what day you go. And this is important because we're going to talk about Walt Disney Worlds in just a minute. Disneyland's is 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's a 5-hour event, and you can get into DCA 3 hours before the event. So you can get in at 3 p.m. Now, granted, you have to pay the equivalent of a full-day ticket to go. So it is kind of expensive.
But that's better than Disney World.
But that's what I'm about to get to. That's what I'm about to get to. DCA's, so they have treat trails, meet and greets, the Frightfully Fun Parade, a full-on parade, a unique show called Mickey's Trick and Treat, and unlimited photo pass. Parking is not included. Costumes are permitted following Disney's normal costume guidelines, which means that adults are not allowed to wear face coverings, like masks, costume masks that cover the face. So you can't wear a Darth Vader mask, but you could wear, the Darth Vader helmet without the mask part. You could wear a Jedi robe because it goes over your head. That's fine. It just can't physically cover your face.
One thing that was really kind of cool because we've never gone to any of the Disney Halloween parties before, but last year when we went to Disney World in September, because of COVID and because the Halloween parties had gotten canceled that year, they were letting people do the Halloween costumes any time of the day that year. It was like a special, this is the only time you're going to do that. And so it was really cool because it was like, wow, some people went way out and like elaborate with their costumes. Like, there was somebody I saw that I was convinced that they were a worker and they weren't.
So, okay, that was Oogie Boogie Bash. That's everything that Disneyland has for you, or rather Disney California Adventure. Here's Boo Bash. Okay, Walt Disney World's Boo Bash. It is Sundays, Tuesdays, and Fridays, September through October. The price begins at $129 and it goes up from there. Most of them cost $199. So that is quite a bit pricier than Disneyland's. But listen to this. The event is only 9 p.m. to 12 p.m. That's just 3 hours compared to Disneyland's 5. It's more expensive. It gives you admission to Magic Kingdom only 2 hours before the party begins. So you can only get in at 7 instead of DCA at 3. Like, you get so many more hours overall. 4 more hours. I think, is that what I said? Yeah, 4 more hours. No, but they go till 12 at Walt Disney World. So sorry, 3 more hours overall with Disneyland's. They do have treat trails, just like ours. They have meet and greets. But instead of a parade, they have a cavalcade, which, of course, isn't as exciting. Same thing, parking's not included, costumes, yada, yada, yada. But, I mean, that's it. They have 2 less hours of the event, 1 fewer hours before the party. They don't even have a full-on parade. They don't get the special the show that we do, the Mickey's Trick and Treat. And it's more expensive, so I totally agree that I would never do Walt Disney World's compared to Disneyland's.
Out there, I mean, maybe it's because here it's a lot of locals, so they don't care about closing the park at 6. But I feel like Disney World, the reason it's so late, because it used to be earlier. Like, it used to be, but it used to be like 6 to 9. And now I think they've realized that people get really annoyed when Disney World closes that early because people are going out there.
You used to have to leave the park at 7 p.m.
for their once in a life.
Yeah, Mickey's.
The Mickey's Merry Christmas Party.
Mickey's Merry Christmas Party and the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. That one, because we've gone during the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party time, and you have to be out of the park by 7. So, which never bothered us. We always leave by 7 anyway.
Yeah. But I can see why that bothered people. So
yeah.
We see why Disney World's doing that later approach. But I know there are a lot of families who are like, well, I'm not going to do it now because my kids aren't even going to stay up like that late to go trick-or-treating.
And the last thing that I had to mention about Halloween, not that most of you guys probably are necessarily interested in this, but I thought I'd tell you about it anyway. Old Town San Diego Trolley Tours, it has a special Ghosts and Gravestones Fright Seeing Tour. Now, it's just the regular tour that they normally do, but they tell ghost stories during the trolley ride, and then after the trolley ride, they have 15-minute tour through the Whaley House, which is an actual haunted house.
And they said it's not scary.
It's not a scary thing.
It's kind of like spooky ghost stories you used to hear around the campground.
Yeah.
It's not scary because we asked someone. Bill mentioned his wife wants to see the T-shirts. Do I need to go grab that? Because one of them's in the dryer.
Yeah, go ahead and grab them. I washed them today. Did we wash the gray one too? No?
Do you know where that one is?
No, I don't. Not off the top of my head.
Okay. Well, we can explain it.
But, yeah, she's going to go get that. Hey, Lori Jean. Good to see you. Yes, the Oogie Boogie Bash is coming back this year. We just got done talking about that. Sorry you missed it. But we were talking about that Disneyland's is way better than Walt Disney World's Boo Bash, in our opinion. So, yeah, that event is back. I'm not going to it. So, the other thing I was going to tell you is which ones we're going to this year. What are we doing? So, of course, you guys know I'm doing Howl-O-Scream. We'll go to Spooktacular. We'll do that for you guys. SeaWorld thing. I'm going to go to Brick or Treat at Legoland. I already have reservations for that. And I thought about doing Oogie Boogie Bash, but ultimately just didn't have the funds for it this year. The channel makes a little bit of money for me, but pretty much just pays for our food and our gas. So these extra things that cost extra tickets sometimes are a little bit too much. But it is wrinkly. But here is the one T-shirt that I have. Now this is just mine. So I'll keep holding it up here so you can see that. Sorry. This one's mine, so it doesn't say anything like, fan or whatever. But I'm going to put SoCal Disney Dad fan. I'm going to put the word fan underneath that in the same font that SoCal is in, and probably the same color as well, just so that it stands out from the pink there. And I can do that in big, logo form, and then I can also do it in a little patch in the corner. There's a couple of different colors too. That let me just pull that up here. Easy enough to pull it up. Printify.
And yes, we apologize for it being wrinkly, but I am not finished sorting out the laundry today.
Let me see here. Where is that button?
And then in terms of Brick or Treat, right now the plan is for just him to go, but I mean, since the annual pass price was only $10 a person, we'll
consider taking the whole family.
All of it, but we haven't done it. And no, we have not been to a Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. I think it'd be fun to go. Like, we were even talking about this because Food and Wine Festival is going on in those things are going on to pull kids out of school, and so it may be a water Christmas at Disneyland.
Oh, we're slowing down here because the computer's trying to process. All right.
Just take a screenshot and then put it up. Like,
Too late. Too late.
No, like not right now. Like during the week, take a screenshot and just put it up on the thing.
Oh, sorry about that. The live stream is slowing down. I have too much open on my computer now. Okay, are we back? Are we?
We might be now. I think
it's still acting really slow. Sorry about the internet, guys. The audio. Let me just type the message in here. Oh, okay. Mostly.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, my computer, when I open too many things, it bogs my computer down, and I was trying to show you guys that shirt on the computer, the different colors and things. Welcome back, sort of.
What did I say about Christmas? Sorry, I was saying the Very Merry Christmas Party, because this Disneyland, I don't think does one, right? Isn't it only Disney World?
What's that? Very Merry Christmas Party? Disneyland doesn't do Very Merry Christmas Party.
So I've always wanted to go to it. However, and we've been there once in November to Disney World when that was going on, but we didn't go to the Christmas party.
Hey, Ryan, sorry.
And I was saying the hard part about going now is the time that they have the parties going on, and that time of the year is probably the worst possible time to try to pull your kids out of school in terms of November, beginning of December, because November, if you pull your kids out of school, they usually, like at least our kids' school, has a lot of stuff for Thanksgiving. So they have events that they're practicing for, and then they have a Christmas program. So they're practicing for that. So the last thing we want to do is pull our kid out of school for a week in November or December.
Yeah, it's hard for us to go.
Unfortunately, we've been going during spring, which is fine. But we would love to go back to Disney World at Christmas time and see all the different Christmas trees.
Here's something that you can look forward to, okay? If I can get big enough to the point where I can just do this full time as a job, I will be making special trips to Walt Disney World like once every probably 3 to 4 months, just flying out there and going and doing special events out there, because I love their food and wine festival. I love their flower and garden festival and stuff like that. So I'd really love to do more trips to Walt Disney World in general. They wouldn't be full-on family vacations, just like little weekends where I'd go out. But we'd have to get a lot bigger for that. I'd say we probably have to be at around 30,000 subscribers for me to get to that point to be able to start doing that, 20 to 30,000 subscribers. So it's going to be about a year and a half. But
I guess, yeah, our kids do have Thanksgiving and Christmas break, but if you have ever been to Disney World before, the last thing you want to do, compared to, so Disneyland, because it's a lot of locals, we don't necessarily get it as busy as Disney World during the holidays.
I got to throw this up there. Thank you so much, Ryan. Appreciate it very, very much. Love it, love it, love it. Yes, it's my goal. It's my goal. So I have a spreadsheet. Okay, I have a spreadsheet with all my finances.
He likes numbers.
So I've got my hands in a couple of different things that are totally unrelated to YouTube, but I've got like little side things that bring in income. And I have a spreadsheet, and I'm calculating all the income versus expenses. And once I can get to the point where I'm from all of those, not just YouTube, all of those making about $2,000 a month profit after expenses, I will think about making the big leap to focusing primarily full-time. And what that would mean is, instead of the current format where we go just on the weekend and you get one vlog per week and then like food reviews and that sort of thing, I would literally make it my goal to go to 4 or 5 different places a week, so that every single week you're getting a San Diego Zoo, Safari Park, LEGOLAND, SeaWorld, and Disneyland. That would be my goal. One vlog from each of those places every single week. And those videos are the ones that get the most views and the most traction on the channel. So I'd love to create more of them, but I'm not quite there yet. But I don't need my YouTube channel to be carrying all the weight, is my point. I just need to just get close. Just get close. But But I appreciate it very much. Your guys' support means a whole lot to us.
And keep spreading the word too.
Yes, yeah. Spread the word. Hit the like button.
Tell your friends. Tell them to tell their friends.
Absolutely. So anyway, that's it for us here tonight. I think. Like I said again, appreciate y'all. Can you buy Harry Potter robes outside of Universal Studios? I have no idea.
Sorry.
Yeah. I've only been to Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, a grand total of 3 times. Once in the last decade, and it was 3 months ago. And then I have never been to Universal Hollywood, so sorry. I just
and also to answer your question about our kids' Halloween costumes, I haven't even thought about it. Like I just thought about it. I guess I kind of thought about it when he said. When he said, "Oh, you could go to Brick or Treat," maybe I'm like.
Oh,
costumes. So, yeah, I have no idea. If I could find a Mario and a Luigi costume, they would love that. It's just a matter of finding, a good deal on them because both Benjamin might use it, more than once, but James is the type of thing where you have to pull his teeth in order to get him to dress up for anything. It's just not him. So it's one of those things where it's do we really want to buy a costume for you to literally only wear it once? So we'll see.
So anything that you guys want to talk about next week, just so that I could prepare for a live stream next week? If not, somebody asked me a question. I can't remember if it was on YouTube or where it was, or if it was Instagram. I'm gonna have to track it down because somebody asked me a question for a live stream, and I wanna make sure that I get that topic covered because I mentioned that I would do it in a live coming up here soon. Just briefly looking to see if I can find it.
Yes,
not seeing it.
Oh, and they're quickly. Sorry, guys. They're really comfortable shirts too. They're not 100% cotton. They're like a cotton polyester something blend. So they're soft. They're not uncomfortable types of shirts. So. Yes,
yeah, I can't remember what it was, but I'll try to find it. Topic for next week. If you guys don't have any specific, do we have a Twitter account? No, sorry, no Twitter account.
And I don't know if we could handle another extra one.
No, it's we added Instagram because we got a pretty good handle on YouTube at this point. The recommendation is to only add as much as you can handle.
Well, he wanted me to try to edit, which wasn't working, so he
Oh no! You don't be sorry at all.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Don't be sorry.
Yeah. Like I said, don't be sorry. You asked. We don't have one because Instagram is what we're focusing on right now. Facebook, honestly, is just going to be a carbon copy of Instagram. If you'd rather Facebook, everything from Instagram will transfer over to Facebook, and that sort of thing. So both of them are going to be good places if you're looking for the click. I've even heard people. Whoops. I was trying to unclick that comment. I accidentally clicked on it. Yes, Twitter is toxic, in my opinion. Some people recommended Pinterest as a great place to.
Really?
Yeah, Disney stuff.
When I think of Pinterest, I think of recipes and crafts.
No, there's lots of Disney articles on Pinterest. So but it's too much. We're gonna just focus on Instagram and YouTube for right now. But anyway. It's 9:30 now, so we're gonna head out. Thanks for watching, and live stream again next week. But now, I told you this last week. Monday, I wasn't going to do a live stream today because I had a meeting. Well, that meeting got moved to next week, so it's Monday next week for sure, guaranteed. We won't be doing a live stream because I have a meeting. But Tuesday, we will try to do a live stream on Tuesday, whatever that date is, 24th, August 24th. So anyway, 24th. So we'll put that on the docket. Hopefully do another live stream next Tuesday. But thanks for being here, and